Shri Sai Ram. In the previous session, we discussed periodicity of the trigonometric functions. Also, we solved problems of finding the periodicity of the given trigonometric functions. In this session, we will be solving the little higher level problems of this particular chapter. Before that, let us discuss the answers for the previous assignment questions. We have find the period of the following trigonometric functions where the given function is y is equal to 3 cos 2x. So here the period of 3 cos 2x is nothing but period of cos 2x, and the formula we can use is f of ax plus b is nothing but period of f of ax plus b is nothing but period of that particular trigonometric function f of x divided by the coefficient modulus of the coefficient of x or variable. So that is, here we can do, here we have cos 2x, so coefficient of x is 2, so we have to divide the periodicity of the cos function divided by modulus of 2, that is periodicity of the cos function is 2 pi, so 2 pi by 2, that is pi, so pi x is equal to pi. So pi is the periodicity of the given function. Now coming to the next problem, we have 2 sin 3x. Same way we know that periodicity of the sine function is 2 pi, so 2 pi by mod 3, that is 2 pi by 3. Next, coming to the next function, we have cos x by 2. So cos x by 2, so half into x we can say, so coefficient of x is half. Now we know that the periodicity of cos function is 2 pi, so 2 pi by half, that is 4 pi. Next we have y is equal to cos square 2x. So cos square 2x, first we have to write that we have to make use of the cos 2x formula, where we know that cos 2x is nothing but 2 cos square x minus 1. And what is cos square x? So cos square x is nothing but 1 plus cos 2x by 2, correct? Now we have here cos square 2x, that is in place of x we have 2x. So cos square 2x is nothing but 1 plus cos 2 into x is here 2x divided by 2. So that is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. This is how we can simplify the given problem. Now we have cos 4x plus 1 or 1 plus cos 4x by 2 as our function. Now this periodicity of this particular function is nothing but the periodicity of cos 4x. So therefore we can say cos 4x. So that is periodicity of cos is 2 pi by mod 4, that is 2 pi by 4, that is pi by 2. So therefore periodicity of the given function is pi by 2. Next, coming to the next problem, we have 5 cosecant 3x. So cosecant, the periodicity of cosecant is 2 pi, so 2 pi by mod 3, so 2 pi by 3. So this is about the assignment questions. Next, let us solve the given problems for this particular session. We have first problem, if sin x is equal to 8 by 17 and sin y is equal to 5 by 13, find sin x minus y. Here they didn't mention the quadrant at which these angles x and y belongs to, so therefore we'll consider it as it is in the first quadrant. We'll find it for the first quadrant angles x and y. Now we are asked to find sin x minus y, where sin x is given to be 8 by 17 and sin y is given to be 5 by 13. So we have the formula sin x minus y is sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. We know sin x here and we know sin y here. So we need to find what is cos y and cos x. So we can use it by using sin x, we can find out cos x. How? We know the relation between sin x and cos x, that is cos square x plus sin square x is 1. So we need cos x, that is cos square x is 1 minus sin square x. So cos x, we know that 1 minus Sin square x is cos square x. But what is cos x? Cos x is plus or minus square root of 1 minus sin square x. So now we have here, and we are considering it in the first quadrant where cos is also positive, so we can consider plus here instead of plus or minus. So we are considering a positive value of 1 minus sin square x, that is square of sin x, that is 8 by 17 square, which is nothing but, simplify this, that is 1 minus 8 square is 64 divided by 17 square is 289. Now simplify this, that is 289 minus 64 divided by 289, which is nothing but square root of 289 minus 64, that is 225 divided by 289, which is nothing but, so square root of 225 is 15, 15 by square root of 289, that is 17. So therefore we have cos x, we have found cos x. So therefore we know that cos x is nothing but 15 by 17. 15 by 17. Similarly, we can find what is cos y. So cos y is nothing but square root of 1 minus sin square y. So that is 5 square by 13 square. 5 square is 25 by 13 square is 169. So simplify this, that is square root of 169 minus 25. 169 minus 25 divided by 169, which is nothing but 144 by 169, that is 12 by 13. So we have cos y as 12 by 13. Now we know sin x, sin y, cos x, cos y. Now substitute in the sin x minus y formula. Therefore we have sin x minus y is equal to sin x cos y. So sin x is 8 by 17 into cos y. Cos y is 12 by 13 minus cos x sin y. Cos x is 15 by 17 into sin y. Sin y is 5 by 13. So that is 8. That is 8 into 12 minus 15 into 5 divided by 17 into 13. So that is 96 minus 75 divided by 17 into 13. You can calculate. The value will be 221 and this will be 21 by 221, which is nothing but the given, that is sin x minus y. So therefore sin x minus y is 21 by 221. Let us move to the next problem. We have find the value of the following, where they are asked sin pi by 8. So sin pi by 8, pi by 8 I can write it as half pi by 4. That is, if you have any angle x, I can consider it's x by 2 also. Right, here the x I am considering it as pi by 4, so that it's x by 2. Half of pi by 4 will be pi by 8. Now what I have to find? They have asked to find sin pi by 8, where pi by 8 is x by 2. That is, I need to find what is sin x by 2. So what is the formula for sin x by 2? We can derive it by using the formula for cos 2x. We know cos 2x is equal to, in terms of sin, we know that it is 1 minus 2 sin square x. And what is sin square x? So sin square x is nothing but 1 minus cos 2x divided by 2, or sin x is nothing but plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So sin x is nothing but plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos 2x by 2. In place of x you substitute x by 2. So we have sin x by 2 is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos 2 into, in place of x I am substituting it as x by 2 divided by 2. So 2 gets cancelled. So what is remaining here? 1 minus cos x by 2. So therefore I have the formula for sin x by 2 as plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos x by 2. So I can substitute that formula here. So I have now sin pi by 8, that is nothing but sin of half into pi by 4, that is I am using that is sin x by 2 formula for this, that is plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos x by 2. This is the formula which we are going to use, where x is here pi by 4 and x by 2 is pi by 8. Now that is plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos x, x is pi by 4 by 2, that is sin pi by 8, that is half pi by 4, that is sin pi by 8, which is nothing but here pi by 4 is a first quadrant angle 45 degree, its half, that is pi by 8 also will be there in the first quadrant. Therefore I can consider the positive value only. So I can simplify this now, that is nothing but square root of 1 minus cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 divided by 2, which is nothing but square root of root 2 minus 1 by root 2 divided by 2, or I can write that as root of root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Further, if I want, I can simplify this just by writing this as root 2 by 2 root 2 minus 1 by root 2, which is nothing but root 2 gets cancelled here, so 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 2, this is 1 by 2 root 2, so here also 1 by 2 root 2. Now I can further simplify that as square root of, that is 2 root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2, 2 into 2, that is 4 root 2, so which is nothing but that is root of 2 root 2 minus 1, 2 root 2 minus 1 by 4 root 2, this is 2 root 2 minus 2 divided by 4 root 2, or I can write this 2 as root 2 into root 2. So if I write that as 2 root 2 into root 2, then root 2 I can take it out. So I have 2 minus root 2 divided by 2 minus root 2 divided by 4 root 2. So that root 2 I can cancel. So what is remaining? Square root of 2 minus root 2 divided by 4. And now find out the square root. So that is square root of 2 minus root 2 divided by square root of 4 is 2. So this is the value of sin pi by 8. Let us solve the next problem. We have tan pi by 8. So now I am taking x as pi by 8, but what is 2x? Then 2x will be 2 into pi by 8, which is nothing but pi by 4. Now I am using the formula of tan 2x, that is tan 2x, where 2x is pi by 4, tan pi by 4. Tan 2x is nothing but 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square x, that is 2 tan x. So tan x is pi by 8 divided by 1 minus tan square x, x is pi by 8. Now tan pi by 4 we know that is equal to 1, and take tan pi by 8 as some y. We are making the substitution for tan pi by 8 as some y, and we are going to find that y value, that is tan pi by 2 pi by 8 value. So if I substitute in this, we have 1 is equal to 2 tan pi by 8 is y, so 2y divided by 1 minus y square, or simplify this, that is 1 minus y square is equal to 2y, or I can write this as y square plus 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So it's a quadratic equation. So let us find out what is y, that is by solving. That is, we know that y is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So that is minus b, that is minus 2 plus or minus square root of b square is 4 minus 4ac. So 4 into a is 1, c is minus 1 divided by 2a, 2 into 1. So that is minus 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 4, 4 into minus 1, that is minus 4, minus of minus 4, that is plus 4. So 4 into, that is 4 plus 4 is equal to 8 divided by 2, or you can write that as minus 2 plus or minus root 8 is 2 root 2 divided by 2. Now let us find out the value, that is minus 2 plus or minus. So here either it will be plus or minus. So if it is plus, minus 2 plus 2 root 2 by 2, or minus 2 minus 2 root 2 by 2. Now we can see here, this is, its value will be less than 0, right? This is negative value. But we can see here pi by 8 is in the first quadrant where tan is positive. It cannot take the negative value. So this value is not possible. So therefore we can take minus 2 plus 2 root 2 by 2, or I can take 2 outside and cancel them. So I have minus 1 plus root 2 by, that is minus 1 plus root 2 as the value for tan pi by 8. So tan pi by 8 value is minus 1 plus root 2, or root 2 minus 1. Let us move on to the next problem. We have, if cos A is equal to 7 by 25 and A lies between 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, that is, we can see it is third quadrant, it is fourth quadrant, and find the value of sin A by 2, cos A by 2 and tan A by 2. So you have some angle A, then we are asked to find out its half angle, that is sin A by 2, cos A by 2 and tan A by 2. So since we have our A A is lying between 3 pi by 2 and here 2 pi, that is, it is in the fourth quadrant where A by 2 lie between, A by 2 is nothing but, so 3 pi by 2 by 2, that is 3 pi by 4, and here 2 pi by 2, that is pi. So we can see here 3 pi by 4 less than A by 2 less than pi, that is 3 pi by 2 is nothing but pi minus pi by 4. So which is in the second quadrant. So A by 2 is lying in the second quadrant. So A lies in the fourth quadrant, A by 2 lies in the second quadrant. So what we can say about sin, cos and tan? Sin A by 2 will be positive, cos A by 2 will be negative, and tan A by 2 also negative, since they lie in second quadrant. So now we can find out its value. So we are asked to find out sin A by 2, cos A by 2, tan A by 2 by given the value cos A. So cos A is given. Now by using cos, we have to find that sin of half angle. So we know we can make use of cos 2A formula, that is cos 2x formula. That is, we know cos 2x in terms of sin, that is 1 minus 2 sin square A, or 1 minus 2 sin square x. Now we are asked to find out what is sin A by 2. So before that, what is sin A? Let us find it out. So what is sin A? So that is 1 minus cos 2A by 2 is equal to sin A, that is sin square A. Now plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos 2A by 2 will be square root of that one will be sin A. Now put A by 2 in place of A, then we have sin A by 2 will be equal to plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos 2A by 2, that is A, divided by 2. So we are going to use this formula in order to find out sin A by 2, that is square root of 1 minus cos A by 2. Similarly, we can find out what is cos A. So cos A by 2 is nothing but, so we are using cos 2A formula in terms of cos, that is 2 cos square A minus 1. So what is cos square A? Cos square A is 1 plus cos 2A by 2, or cos A is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 plus cos 2A by 2. And then cos A by 2 will be plus or minus square root of 1 plus cos A by 2. This is how we can find out cos A by 2 and sin A by 2 value. Now by knowing them, we can find out tan A by 2 by using that we know that tan A by 2 is nothing but sin A by 2 by cos A by 2. So just substituting the values, we will get tan A by 2. So now let us find out what is sin A by 2. Sin A by 2, we have the formula, that is plus or minus square root of 1 minus cos A by 2. So, and since it is in the second, A by 2 is in the second quadrant, sin is positive, so we can consider the positive value, that is 1 minus cos A is 7 by 25 divided by 2, which is nothing but square root of 25 minus 7 by 25 into 2. We can see that is equal to 25 minus 7, that is 18 by 2 into 25 we can keep, and 18 we can write it as 9 into 2. So 2 gets cancelled. So we have square root of 9 by 25, that is 3 by 5. So therefore we have sin A by 2 as 3 by 5. Now we can find out what is cos A by 2. Cos A by 2 is plus or minus square root of 1 plus cos A divided by 2, that is, and since it is in the A by 2 is in the second quadrant, cos is negative, so we can consider the minus. So minus 1 plus cos A is 7 by 25 divided by 2, which is nothing but square root of minus, so 125 plus 7, that is 32 by 25 into 2, which is nothing but 16 into 2 by 25 into 2. So we have root of 16 by 25, which is equal to 4 by 5. So therefore we have the formula, we have the value for sin A by 2 as 3 by 5 and cos A by 2 as 4 by 5. Now by using them, we can find out what is tan A by 2. So tan A by 2 is equal to sin A by 2 divided by cos A by 2, which is nothing but sin A by 2 is 3 by 5 and cos A by 2 is minus 4 by 5. So we have minus 3 by 4 as the value of tan A by 2. This is how we can solve this type of problems. So if cos A is given, by using cos 2A formula, you have found out what is sin A by 2, cos A by 2. By using this formula, we can find it out. Suppose instead of cos A, if sin A is given, then you can find out cos A by using the formula 1 minus sin square A is equal to cos square A, or cos A is equal to square root of 1 minus sin square A. From that you can find out what is cos A. So if sin A is given, first you have to find out cos A, then you can follow the same procedure. If tan A is given, then you can find out secant square A by using the formula 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A, and find out secant x, and we know that secant x is a reciprocal of cos, so that you can find out the cos value by finding the reciprocal of that given secant value. Then you can perform the same procedure. Now let us see the next problem. Prove the following. We have to prove cos x plus cos y whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square is equal to 4 cos square x plus y by 2. So first expand this square, that is cos square x plus cos square y plus 2 cos x cos y, right? We are using a plus b whole square formula, where in place of a you have cos x, in place of b you have cos y. Similarly here you have sin x minus sin y whole square, that is we have to apply a minus b whole square formula. So we have here sin square x plus sin square y minus 2 sin x sin y. Now which is equal to, so cos square x plus cos sin square x, we can write it as 1 here, right? Cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1, and similarly cos square y plus sin square y also equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 we have 2 plus. Now 2 cos x cos y minus 2 sin x sin y. From there we'll take 2 outside. So we have cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So that is 2 plus 2. Cos x cos y minus sin x sin y is cos x plus y formula. So we can take 2 outside. So we have 1 plus cos x plus y. Now we can substitute 1 plus cos x plus y by using the cos 2x formula for cos. We have cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. Now what is 1 plus cos 2x? 1 plus cos 2x is nothing but 2 cos square x. Now just substitute. So 2 cos square x. Now just substitute in place of x as x by 2. So then what happens? 1 plus cos x, right? If I substitute in place of x as x by 2, I have 2 into x by 2, that is x. So 1 plus cos x is nothing but 2 cos square x by 2. So now we are going to use this formula. 1 plus cos x is nothing but 2 cos square x by 2. Now in place of x here we have 1 plus cos x plus y. So we are going to substitute this, that is 1 plus cos, in place of x you have x plus y is nothing but 2 cos square x by 2. X is here, x plus y, so x plus y by 2. So 1 plus cos x plus y, we are going to substitute it as 2 cos square x plus y by 2. So 2 into 2 we can say it is 4 cos square x plus y by 2, which is nothing but your right hand side. So therefore we have proved cos x plus cos y whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square is 4 cos square x plus y by 2. Now let us see the next problem. Cos square x plus pi by 3 plus cos square x minus pi by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. Now cos square x, we can use the cos 2x formula. What is cos square x out of that? So cos 2x we have, that is 2 cos square x minus 1, or what is cos square x using this? Cos square x is nothing but cos 2x plus 1 divided by 2. So we can substitute cos square x as 1 plus cos 2x by 2. Same thing we are substituting for the other, but only angle varies. Here we are substituting in place of x as x plus pi by 3. Here x minus pi by 3. So we can substitute here this as 1 plus cos 2x by 2 plus here also we can substitute 1 plus cos 2x, where x is here x plus pi by 3 by 2, and here once again here 1 plus cos 2 into x minus pi by 3 by 2. Now 1 by 2 we can take it common. So what is remaining? So 1 plus cos 2x plus, so 1 plus 1 we can see, we can write that as 3. So 3 plus cos 2x plus here cos 2x plus 2 pi by 3. Here cos 2x minus 2 pi by 3. Now this is nothing but half into 3 plus cos 2x plus. Now cos x plus cos y formula we can use, that is 2 cos x plus y by 2. So 2 cos x plus y by 2, that is 2x plus 2x 4x, 2 pi by 3 minus 2 pi by 3 0. So we have 2x plus 2 pi by 3 plus 2x minus 2 pi by 3 by 2 as 4x by 2. Now we have here 2 cos x plus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2. So 2x minus 2x 0. 2 pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3, that is 4 pi by 3 by 2, that is again 2 pi by 3. Now what is cos 2 pi by 3? We can write that as cos pi minus pi by 3 or cos pi minus pi by 3. So it is a second quadrant angle. So we have here minus cos pi by 3. What is cos pi by 3? It is half. So minus half. So we can make the substitution in place of cos 2 pi by 3 as minus half. So therefore we have half into 3 plus cos 2x plus 2 into, here we have, this is also 2. So we can write that as, that is we have 2 into minus half, that is minus 1. So minus cos 2x. So that is cos 2x minus cos 2x, here also 0. So therefore we are left with the 3 by 2, that is half into 3, that is 3 by 2. So hence we have proved cos square x plus pi by 3 plus cos square x minus pi by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. Now let us see the next problem. We have cos square pi by 4 minus a minus sin square pi by 4 minus a is equal to sin a plus b into cos a minus b. So we can prove this by using one identity, that is we have cos a plus b or cos x plus y into cos a minus b, that is cos x plus y into cos x minus y is equal to cos square a minus sin square b. This is one of the identity. So if we substitute here, we will get, that is we have here the left hand side, which is nothing but, so cos square a minus sin square b, which is nothing but cos a plus b into cos a minus b. A is cos a plus b, so that is pi by 4 minus a plus pi by 4 minus b into cos a minus b. So that is a minus b is nothing but pi by 4 minus a minus pi by 4 minus b, that is pi by 4 plus b, we can see here, which is equal to, so pi by 4 plus pi by 4, that is 2 pi by 4, or we can say it is pi by 2 minus a minus b. So I can take minus out and I can write it as minus of a plus b, minus a minus b, that is minus of a plus b into cos pi by 4 minus pi by 4 0. So minus a plus b minus a plus b, or I can write that if I take minus outside, I can write that as a minus b. So cos of minus of some angle, I can write that as cos of a minus b, because cos of minus x is nothing but cos x. So cos of minus of a minus b, I can write it as cos a minus b. So here cos pi by 2 minus a plus b. So whenever a sum or a difference angle involving pi by 2, cos will be changed to sin, right? And pi by 2 minus x is in the first quadrant, so it is positive. So sin of angle is a plus b. So sin a plus b into cos a minus b. So this is nothing but the right hand side. So we have proved cos square pi by 4 minus a minus sin square pi by 4 minus b is equal to sin a plus b into cos a minus b. We can prove it in the previous method also, where we have to substitute cos square x as 1 plus cos 2x by 2, where x is here pi by 4 minus a. Similarly here sin square x, we can substitute that as same cos 2x formula, but here we get 1 minus cos 2x by 2 we have to substitute, where in place of x you have to substitute it as pi by 4 minus b. So if you substitute and simplify, then also we will get the same result, sin a plus b into cos a minus b. Let us move to the next problem. We have sin 3x plus sin 2x minus sin x is equal to 4 sin x cos x by 2 cos 3x by 2. So we have sin 3x plus sin 2x minus sin x. So that is sin x minus sin y formula we can use. That is sin x minus sin y is nothing but 2 cos x plus y by 2. So 2 cos 2x plus x 3x by 2 sin x minus y by 2. 2x minus x is x by 2. Next we have sin 3x plus. So 3x I can write it as 2 into 3x by 2. Correct? 2 into 3x by 2 is again 3x. So I am writing that sin 3x as 2 into 3x by 2 plus 2 cos 3x by 2 sin x by 2. So sin 2x formula I can apply. Sin 2x formula is 2 sin x cos x. So x is here 3x by 2. So 2 sin 3x by 2 cos 3x by 2 plus 2 cos 3x by 2 sin x by 2. Now I can take 2 cos 3x by 2 out common. So I have sin 3x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Now I can apply the formula sin x plus sin y. So I get 2 cos 3x by 2 into sin x plus sin y is nothing but 2 sin x plus y by 2. So 3x by 2 plus x by 2 by 2. So that is 3x plus x 4x. 4x by 2. 4x by 2 is nothing but 4x by 2 is 2x by 2 is x. So we have here 3x plus x by 2 divided by 2, that is we have here 3x plus x is 4x. So 4x by 2 divided by 2, that is x. So we can write 2 sin x into cos 3x minus x. 3x minus x is nothing but, so 3x minus x is 2x, 2x by 2 by 2, so 3x, that is x by 2. 3x minus x 2x, 2x by 2, 2x by 2 is x, x by 2. Now we have, therefore we have the required result, that is 2. So 2 into 2 4, 4 sin x into cos x by 2 into cos 3x by 2, which is the right hand side. Now let us see the next problem. 2 cos pi by 13 cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 is equal to 0. So we can write that as 2 cos pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13. Here we can apply cos x plus cos y formula. So cos x plus cos y is nothing but 2 cos x plus y by 2. So 3 pi plus 5 pi. 3 pi plus 5 pi is 8 pi. 8 pi by 13 by 2. 8 pi by 13 by 2, that is 13 into 2. So that is 4 pi by 13. Cos 3 pi minus 5 pi, that is minus 2 pi. Minus 2 pi by 13 by 2, that is minus pi by 13. So we have here 2 cos pi by 13 cos 9 pi by 13 plus 2 cos 4 pi by 13 into cos of minus pi by 13, we can write it as cos pi by 13. Now 2 cos pi by 13 we can take it out. So 2 cos pi by 13 if I take, so what is remaining? Cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 4 pi by 13. Now once again we will apply cos x plus cos y formula. So we have 2 cos 9 plus 4, that is 13 pi by 13 by 2, that is we have pi by 2 into cos 9 pi minus 4 pi, that is 5 pi by 13 by 2, that is 5 pi by 13 into 2, that is 26, which is nothing but, here we know that cos pi by 2 is 0, right? Cos pi by 2 is 0, so 0 into anything is 0, so therefore we get the answer as 0. So therefore we have proved 2 cos pi by 13 cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 is equal to 0. Now we have come to an end of the session where we have assignment questions. So first question is, if sin x is equal to 3 by 5 and cos y is equal to minus 12 by 13, where x and y lie in a second quadrant, find sin x plus y. So here remember x and y are in the second quadrant, so sin x and sin y will be positive and cos x and cos y will be negative. Then apply, substitute, find out the value of sin y and cos x and substitute in the sin x plus y formula and get sin x plus y value. Now second problem we have, find the value of cos minus pi by 8 and sin pi by 24. So perform the same procedure as how we have solved sin pi by 8. Next we have, if tan x is equal to minus 4 by 3, where x is in the second quadrant, then find sin x by 2, cos x by 2 and tan x by 2. So here tan is given, so we can find out secant and find out the reciprocal. So we get cos, then you find out sin x by 2, cos x by 2 and tan x by 2. How we have performed for the problems we have solved, which we have solved in this particular session. Where we have next problem, cos x minus cos y whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square is equal to 4 sin square x minus y by 2. So first expand this square and simplify it. Next we have, evaluate cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8 and sin square pi by 8 and sin square 3 pi by 8. So find out by using cos 2x formula. Next we have sin square a minus sin square b is equal to sin a plus b into sin a minus b. You can find it out. Next, sin 3x plus sin x into sin x plus cos 3x minus cos x into cos x is equal to 0. Simplify this first and substitute appropriate identity and simplify, and you will get the required proof. So in the next session we are going to solve still more problems like this. With this I conclude my session. Thank you. Sai Ram.